We don't have it on yet, so.
Is it on?
No.
It's on now, is it? I think we're on. Are we on?
I can see it, yeah. But the thing didn't move.
How's that? I think we're on.
Yeah.
If you can hear us and see us, give us a thumbs up or a hello or whatever. And welcome to today's live meditation. Hope everybody's keeping well. And as usual, Linda will be managing any comments, or if you have any questions, you're welcome to put in the questions at the end. We'll stay on for a couple of minutes afterwards in case anybody wants to ask any questions. So, as usual, the centre's open for business through email or by ringing the phone line. There'll be somebody at the end of the phone. The doors are shut, but we're still open for business. And as you're aware, we're not funded by the government, so any help that anybody can give us is greatly appreciated. So today's meditation, I suppose to start off about meditating, because some people have asked questions offline about the meditations and stuff, and having lots and lots of thoughts coming in to their head while they're meditating. Well, that's sort of part of what meditation is about. And the more that you practice meditating, it's not that the thoughts stop coming in, but you pay less attention to them. And the more and more you get used to meditating. So today's meditation is going to be what we call a guided mountain meditation, and it's again by Jon Kabat-Zinn. So just remember that, just enjoy this time. This is a time for you, and make sure that you're comfortable in a room. Be great if you're alone and undisturbed. And just remember, be kind to yourself when you're doing any type of meditation, because sometimes you can really be hard on ourselves, and that's not what it's about. Just be kind to yourself, and know that it's not about having an empty mind. It's about noticing that you're being taken away or distracted by thoughts or distractions, and then bringing yourself back to whatever you're meditating at the time. So make sure you're comfortable and relaxed, and we'll begin. So just allowing yourself to fully begin to allow your body to relax, just closing your eyes if you can, or having a soft gaze down about 45 degrees towards the ground. Just begin by bringing your attention to the flow of your breathing. Just feeling each in-breath and each out-breath. And just observing your breathing without trying to change it or regulate it in any way. Just allowing the body to become still. Just sitting with a sense of resolve, a sense of being complete, a sense of being whole, right here, right now, in this very moment. And as you sit here now, just begin picturing in your mind, as best as you can, the most beautiful mountain that you know or can imagine. Just holding the image and the feeling of this mountain now in your mind's eye, gradually allowing it to become into a much greater focus now. Observing the shape of the mountain, its lofty peak or peaks high up into the sky, and the large base of this mountain rooted in the rock of the earth's crust, with its steep or gently sloping sides. And just noticing how massive it is, how solid, how unmoving, and how beautiful both from afar and near. Perhaps your mountain has snow at the tops and has trees on the lower slopes. Perhaps it just has one prominent peak, or perhaps a series of peaks, and even a high plateau. Whatever its shape or appearance, just sitting and breathing with the image of this mountain, observing it, noticing its qualities. And when you feel ready now, just seeing if you can bring the mountain into your own body, so that the body sitting here and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. So that as you sit here, you share in the massiveness and the stillness and the majesty of the mountain. It's as if you're becoming the mountain, rooted in your posture, the head becoming the lofty peak, as it's supported by the rest of your body. Your shoulders and arms, the sides of the mountain. And your legs, the solid base, rooted. Just experiencing in your body a sense of uplift from deep within the pelvis and spine with each breath, as you just continue sitting, becoming a little more a breathing mountain, unwavering in your stillness, completely what you are, beyond words and thought, a centered, rooted, unmoving presence. And now, as you sit here, becoming aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and shadows and colours are changing virtually moment by moment. Night follows day, and day follows night. The canopy of stars, the moon, then the sun. And through all of it, through all of this, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always just being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another and as the weather changes moment by moment, day by day. Calmness abiding all change. In summer there's no snow on the mountain, except perhaps for the very peaks. In autumn or fall, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant fire colours. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice perhaps. In any season, it may find itself at times enshrouded in clouds of fog or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see the mountain and comment on how beautiful it is, or on how it's not a good day to see the mountain. And none of this matters to the mountain, which remains at all times its essential self. Clouds may come and clouds may go, and the mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by the way people see it or by the weather. Seen or unseen, in the sun or clouds, broiling or frigid, day or night, it just sits, being itself. At times it's visited by violent storms, buffeted by snow and rain and winds of unthinkable magnitude. And yet through it all, the mountain continues to sit unmoved by the weather, unmoved by what happens on the surface, or by the world of appearances. And in the same way as we sit in meditation, we can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same unwavering stillness and rootedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives, whether it be over seconds, over hours, or over years. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we constantly experience the changing nature of mind and body and of the outer world. We all have our own periods of lightness and darkness, moments of colour, and our moments of drabness. And certainly we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and in our own minds and bodies. We can endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as the moments of joy and happiness and fulfillment. Even our own appearance constantly changes, experiencing a weather of its own. By becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we can link up with its strength and stability and adopt it for our own. We can use its energies to support our energy, to encounter each moment with mindfulness and equanimity and more clarity. It may help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises, and even the things that happen to us are very much like the weather on the mountain. We can tend to take it all personally, but its stronger characteristic is impersonal. And the weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied. It's to be encountered, honoured, felt, known for what it is, and just held in awareness. And in holding it in this way, we become to know a deeper silence and stillness and wisdom. Mountains have this to teach us, and much, much more, if we can come and listen. So as you sit there with a sense of your own mountain in strength and stillness, again, if thoughts intrude, just acknowledge them without judgment, let them go, and come back to your breath and your breathing and the strength and stillness you've created for yourself. As the body relaxes more, yet can feel stronger in this stillness you've created. And as the meditation begins to draw to a close, when you hear the sound of the bell, just allow yourself in your own time to just gently bring your awareness back to wherever you are. Gently open your eyes, calmly, comfortably. Perhaps you may want to have a stretch, have a smile. And we'd like to thank you for joining us today for the meditation, which we will be back next week again. But if anybody has any questions or wants to say anything or any comments, just put them into the comment box now. And we can answer them. We'll be here for another minute or two. And again, just to reiterate, the doors are closed, but the phones are manned, the emails are manned. So if you need to talk or chat, just pop us a message. Or if you have questions maybe about meditating and stuff like that and you don't want to ask them now, just put them in the comments box later or send us a private message. Obviously what's going on has been extended now for a couple more weeks. So I've started done a questions and answers thing on it, and I may be able to post a link later on to you. I'll speak to Linda about that. Thank you all for joining us. There doesn't seem to be any questions except saying thanks. So thanks to everybody. Thanks Jennifer, Ralph, Susan, everybody who's joined us today. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, be safe.